Hi everyone. I wanted to show you how to make these really quick cards because I made them recently just to show other demonstrators that the paper in this paper pack matches our punches, and a few people asked if I could do a little tutorial, and I thought, sure, why not? I kind of think they're really simple, so sometimes when something's really simple I don't think it needs a tutorial. However, there are a few tricks, and might as well do a video and explain it perfectly, right? And this paper is on sale right now, only another week or so, and so I thought I would show you this paper really quick. This is a huge pack of paper. Look how thick that is. Instead of the normal 12 pieces, you get 48, so it's like 4 packs of paper, and it's really packed with patterns. What's it called again? I always forget. Delightfully Eclectic. That's a perfect name for it because it is a big mix of papers. So let me show you a few of the patterns, and why I chose the colors for this card was because of this one right in the front. I loved the blue with this freesia, and looks really great with this curry too, but I liked the blue and freesia together. So even though the paper I chose doesn't have any navy in it, I decided to put it on a navy base because I knew it would look good based on this paper right there, and it does look good. So this is the first one, and then I made this one, and they're super simple, but let me show you the paper real quick. So this is one of the patterns, and then this is a huge pack, like I said, so instead of just getting 2 of each sheet, you're going to get 4 of each sheet. So here's one. That's the back. So these are very eclectic, and a lot of them match with other things in the catalog. This is in the annual catalog, and so you'll find, here's that pattern again, that X. You're going to find that the papers in here go with several, here's that one again, of the new colors. Like this is Bubble Bath, and this looks like it matches perfectly with some of our floral stamps. And then you've got just a pretzel, which matches one of our stamps. I think it's called So Cool, and this is a really nice stripe on the back of that one. Okay, there's a typewriter set, so this looks really nice with that, or this back here, just hearts. Every once in a while you get a cute little freesia heart. So this is an eclectic mix. Here's the one we're going to use. An eclectic mix. Oh, I like this one because it's like note paper. Really fun. And an eclectic mix, I keep saying that. Oh, this one matches the Fresh as a Daisy stamp set, or maybe it's called Cheerful Daisy. And that looks great. And then we've got some lemon stamp sets, little fun thing that'll match that on the back. So this kind of, it goes with a lot. This one, it looks like it would look fabulous with that Earthen Textures suite of products. So that'll look good with that. Here's some more kind of accounting paper. Here we've got a nice little floral on the back, a nice plaidish kind of pattern, some strawberries. It's just a fun mixture of patterns. I love this tiny little floral, so cute. What was on the back of that one? Is that the dots? Yeah, I think this is the last one, or almost there. Oh no, wait, there's this one. Okay, so the little dots, and then there's this one. Is so fun. I really like this one. I don't know why. So it's just, I like that there's some black and whites on here. You get a couple different black and whites, and just a great mix of paper, and there's a lot of it, so you'll get a lot of use out of this, and it's on sale in June, but it's in the annual catalog, so if you're watching this after June, it's still a good deal. It has a price point on it that's large, and it might make people shy away, but that's why I want to tell you it's actually 4 packs worth of paper in one paper pack, so it's actually more than you think. Okay, so let's make this card. So I'm going to use this paper, and this is the punches that I wanted to tell you about. So there's a new stamp and paper punch combo, bundle they call it. It's called Inked and Tiled. Now these don't actually have to go with the stamp set, so if you got the stamp set thinking you didn't need the punches, you might want to rethink it. Now the thing I like about it is the hello friend and the happy birthday and the thank you, and these things actually fit in this punch, so you can use it for your greeting. But these are so fun on their own as well, so they go together, and if you buy them all at the same time, then you save 10%. So it's a nice bundle, but I think you're going to get a lot of use out of this stamp set all on its own, just because it has a good variety of sentiments and pretty stamps. And you're going to get a lot of use out of this on its own because it can go with anything. And I think if you're a quilter, you can get some fun quilt patterns out of this, or do some fun things with backgrounds. This would be great for backgrounds on a scrapbook page. So anyway, it's just a really fun combo of punches. They're sold together in a punch pack, and you can get the punch pack, the stamps, or all of it together. Okay, so we're going to use this one. As you can see, I've used it already. And so let's start with the simpler card, and that is the navy blue card. So what I did there is I cut a piece of cardstock. Here's the navy blue card. Okay, and it's just, I think it's like a little 1 3/4 piece. So let's go ahead, and I need it to be, I've got all these little pieces, 5 1/4. Let me turn this around. So my 5 1/4 is not on this little pull-out ruler here. So I'm going to go 5 1/4, or 5 1/2, I'm sorry, 5 1/2, and then by 1 3/4 inches. Okay, so I've got that. And then from this, I'm gonna just punch out a few of the pieces, and they fit the punches. So I'm gonna go in and look for full-size pieces of the different things. Now, the crazy thing is, it's just a little bit, you know, like I can't quite fit it. So I have to find areas where I can reach them. So that's gonna be this one, and that's gonna cut off this one, but that's okay, because as you can see, I do cut one off at the top. So you can kind of play with what's there. And I'm just gonna punch them out. And let's punch out this one. Another one for down at the bottom. Let's see if this will fit. I'm not sure if it will. And then I want a whole one. So let's see. I can get this one. So all I'm gonna do so I've got my Night of Navy base. I'm gonna go ahead and attach my cardstock here, or my designer series paper. And actually, because I had cut this off the top, I want to see how far I need to go. I'm gonna kind of play with what I have. You can deliberately make these hang off and then cut them, but since I didn't want to waste my paper and there was already one that had that tip missing, so I'm kind of looking at it thinking that I want to use this one, and it goes right there. So then I want to glue this one, so I'm going to hold that. Or you could use liquid glue, so you've got a little wiggle room on that. Use my liquid glue. All right, and you're just kind of playing with these a little bit, moving them around. So I want some to stick up past, and these will be flat, and then I'll have the little X's kind of pop up. So you got some popping up, some flat. It just kind of shows that dimension. It's just kind of fun. It's different little bits of dimension, and the recipient will be like, oh, how'd they do that? All right, like so it turns out this one is not big enough for how I wanted to do it, so I'm gonna not use it. I'll save that for another card, and I'll use my, let's see, I want this X, and I want to have this one hanging off, and then I think I want another one hanging off, and I can decide that maybe I don't even want one down there, but I think I do. So based on where these fall, you can play around with it. So like on this one, they fell in different areas. See how this is off more? Off, and I probably attached it lower. No, about almost the same. So you're gonna have to just play around with that and mix them up. And you know what? You can even put your sentiment down first. So let me grab some dimensionals. And play around with it. So this was the easier of the two. And then that really shows off that height when you put that, with that one popped up, it really shows off. This one I'm going to also pop up. It's kind of fun how they're coming off the page a little bit. I think I want to do another X and maybe a half, we'll see. So let me grab another of the X's. All right, and then this one I think I will put here, and then I'll have to trim it. So I'm kind of doing a little pattern thing here, and you can even, if you want to, stick that up there, but I think I'll leave it. Or should I leave this like this? I can't decide. So many choices. I think because this one's going off the top, I'm going to balance it by having this one go off the bottom. That is the first one, and let me throw a birthday on there. Now I wanted that navy, so I'm going to use embossing powder to really get that greeting to show up, and I think I'm going to do a thank you because I always need those. And depending on how yours turned out, you can do the thank you down in the corner. You can kind of move it around. I'm going to do it right at the top. Or you can add it here on a different piece. I can't decide. Where do I want to put it? I think I'm going to put it right there. Or maybe I'm going to do just a note. So hard to decide. Okay. I already did a thank you on another one, so I'm going to do just a note so I've got a variety. Okay, and if you wanted to, you can add a little bit of baker's twine to that. And I think I will do that together with the other one because I really want to show you this other one, this other card. Okay, so that one uses a fresh freesia base, and it's very similar. However, once I made this one, this is the first one, the first version that I made of these, I thought, you know, rather than have this edge be flat, wouldn't it be fun to have it, you know, not flat? And you can play around with that. So then I thought, okay, let's do it again. And this time I want to use the two squares. So you kind of have to sacrifice a layer to do that because you want to not have this cut out one. So I'm going to pick these two, and I wanted to go all the way across to the end of the card. But the second thing you want to keep in mind is not only does this have to fit across, but if you wanted, for example, to end on an area that you can fit. So this is why I'm trying. Now I'm remembering what I did, and I want to make sure that you do it as well because it was tricky. I want to know where this is going to fit from the side, and that is where you need to make sure this line lines up. So that's why I need to come over here. I want to make sure, so I'm going to punch this as far as it'll go here, or you can go as far as it'll go here, and it only goes where it goes because you know, there's a stop there. So that's where you're going to punch it. So now when you're doing this, you have to make sure that one of these lines up. So you have to figure out where that's going to be, and I think that means I got to go over here. So I wanted to use this, and I can't because of where it stopped. I already had, if you remember, this was already cut from a previous card, so it kind of limited me. So I can go and come down and say, does this one fit? Not quite. So then I have to go from this side, and you're going to figure out which one fits. I know it kind of seems like a pain, but it was fun. So I'm going to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to tell myself I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to go just past this X. I'm going to go all the way to the end. Okay, so I'm going to cut there. So how I did this is I'm going to go like up, and I would just I would just cut across here so that these fit, but I want to save my paper, so I don't want to. I know I have so much paper, and saving paper maybe should not be a worry. But I love my paper. Are you a paper hoarder too? Paper hoarder, it's just kind of a thing, isn't it? This is that flower I wanted. And I needed to get past this X, right? So let's do that. All right. And I'm going to go up to now this one, I'm not going to worry about saving the paper because here I had a whole clean line. But here I don't. They're already cut. So here I'm going to just use this. So I'm just going to go punch. It's not perfect like that, that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and snip it. All right. And if you want to save these for future use, you can save this for a future use. And then we're going to go ahead and cut out this one. Save that, and then we're going to go ahead and glue this on, and once we have it glued on, then we can cut our edges. You just want to make sure you've got it good before you do that. So I'm going to go here. Line that up. Oh, too close to the edge. I'll have to clean that up. Oh, sometimes I get a little too fast. There we go. I'm going to clean up this edge on my guillotine cutter. It takes off the teeniest little slice. Okay, so now I have a good edge. Okay, now here you're going to want to get an insert piece. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm not going to glue it down because I want to make sure that I get a good stamped image here. So I'm going to put it where I want it inside, and I want it to have a nice little border, but I'm not going to stick it down. And if you need to put a post-it note, you can. All right, and then I'm going to stamp. Here's where I'll use my thank you, I think. And you can use whatever color you like. Lately, I like to use the basic gray. I kind of used to always use black for sentiments, and I thought, you know, sometimes I think just something a little softer. And it's barely softer, but it just makes a little bit of a difference. I'll do my thank you right in there. There. And then we're gonna pop up some of these little, so that one that we cut out of here, let's go ahead and use that, and we'll pop that up. Maybe we'll do it down here, and then we'll pop an, or maybe we'll do it up here, and then we'll do one of the X's and pop that up, and we'll do the baker's twine. So I've got an X from there, I've got this, and all right, there you go. There's my little combo of cards here. I hope you like it. It's just a fun little way to play with your paper. Who doesn't like playing with paper? Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll give it a try. Bye.